Good day, welcome to Sermo. You're watching one of our English learning videos focused on English for business use. In this video, we are looking at business communication on the phone, and we provide some practical examples on use of formal and informal communication styles. As a bonus to help you, we provide you with access to our free quiz to test yourself. Let's get started. Let's first take a look at some handy everyday tips for taking business calls on the phone. Have a pen and paper handy to make some notes. You might need to write something down on the call. Number 2, it can be helpful if taking a message to make a note of the time and date the person called, particularly if it might be for someone else. Number 3, have your diary to hand. You may need to check your availability or someone else's availability. Number 4, where possible when on the phone, try to be in an environment free from distractions or noises around you. Number 5, if you're making the call, prepare yourself for it. Make some notes if need be. Who you're looking to speak to or what department you'd like to speak to, what you want to speak to them about. Now let's dive in and take a look at informal and formal styles of business speech. Throughout business communication, we often make decisions about whether to use formal or informal communication styles. And our ability to be able to switch between the two can help us form, keep, and build business relationships. In general, if we do not know the individual to whom we are talking, we may want to start with a more formal but still friendly tone until we start to understand and learn more about whom we are talking with, which helps us make a polite and respectful first impression. Whilst in an ideal world, when we talk on the phone, we are focused on that conversation only. The reality may be somewhat different, and we can be distracted or short of time on the phone, and unless it is a video call, we are only getting verbal communication. This means that we need to listen more intently, paying more attention to the tone of individual to gauge the mood and feeling of who we are talking to. For instance, does the person sound distracted, upset, calm, relaxed, excited? Now let's listen to some examples of business phone calls. You may like to try to write down and catch some of the key information being used, as well as noting some key phrases being used. We'll first listen to a more formal introduction on the phone, and then to a more informal conversation, where the parties already know each other. Let's first listen to Andrew and Daisy on the phone, using a more formal style of communication. Andrew wishes to speak to Juliet, but Juliet is not available.
Good morning. You've reached Pisa Construction Group. This is Daisy speaking. How can I help you?
Good morning. This is Andrew Davenheim from Davenheim and Associates. I would like to speak to Juliet Langley, please.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Davenheim. Juliet is currently in a meeting and unable to take your call. Could I take a message and ask you to return your call?
Yes, if you could please. Can you let Juliet know that I have heard back from the carpet supplier Abrahams, and I have been told that the cost of the midnight blue carpet for 37 Devonshire Avenue will be £1,256, which will be for both the living and dining areas of the property. To meet the deadline for fitting we discussed, I will need to have the go-ahead to place the order by this coming Friday.
Certainly. So that's 37 Devonshire Avenue, and the cost of midnight blue carpets for the living and the dining area will be £1,256, and you need to know if to go ahead and order by this Friday.
Yes, that's correct.
Could I take a phone number you might be reached on?
Yes, it's 568 567 123.
So that is 568 567 123.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Mr. Devenheim, I will be sure to pass your message to Juliet when she comes out of her meeting. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, nothing else. That's super. Thanks for your help today.
You're welcome, Mr. Devenheim. Thank you for your call. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Now let's listen again to a more informal style of English communication with the same aim. Andrew would like to speak to Juliet. This informal structure comes about on the phone because Andrew has met Daisy before. Andrew already has a business relationship with this company where Daisy works. This informal style allows them to keep building on their business relationship by allowing them both to understand more about the people they work with, their concerns, emotions and motivations.
Good morning. You've reached Pisa Construction Group. This is Daisy speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, good morning, Daisy. This is Andrew Davenheim from Davenheim and Associates. How are you?
Oh, hello, Andrew. I'm well, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thanks, Daisy. Had a great weekend with the kids at the fairground.
Sounds lovely. Good to hear. What can I do for you today?
Daisy, do you think I might be able to speak to Juliet briefly?
I'm sorry. Juliet is in a meeting this morning. It's a busy week for her. But I think she will be finished by 11 o'clock, if you wish to call back. Or I can take a message for you.
Thanks. Can I leave a message and hopefully we'll catch up on a call later today?
Sure. What message would you like to leave?
Could you let Juliet know that I have heard back from the carpet supplier Abrahams and have been told that the cost of the midnight blue carpet for 37 Devonshire Avenue will be £1,256, which will be for both the living and dining area of the property. I will need to know by this coming Friday if I should go ahead.
Certainly. So, that's the cost of midnight blue carpets for 37 Devonshire Avenue will be £1,256 for living and dining area. And you need to know if to go ahead and order by this Friday.
Yes, that's it. Thanks.
Would Juliet be best to reach you at your office or on your cell phone?
Oh, cell phone's best today, Daisy. I've got a lot of miles to cover in the car.
Well, best of luck with that. Wish you a safe journey. I've got your cell phone number. It's 568 567 123, isn't it?
Yes, that's the one. Thanks, Daisy.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's all good. Thanks, Daisy.
Okay, I wish you a nice day then.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So let's take a little closer look at those two conversations. Two different styles, one formal, one informal. But they conveyed the same message and the key points are clear. Andrew clearly conveys the key points, which are the cost of the carpet with the amount, which rooms the carpet will be in and which property he is referring to. He also sets a deadline by which he must hear back by to place the order. Daisy still repeats back Andrew's key points in the informal and formal versions to check she has understood what he has said correctly. In both cases, she still asks before ending the call if Andrew wishes to discuss something else as well to ensure nothing is missed, and she still checks that she has the right phone number for him. When we use informal communication, it is still important to ensure things have been understood correctly. But we can still structure informal communication to achieve that, whilst allowing the informal style to build on stronger business working relationships. Now you have a go. Remember to take some good notes if you would like to do the quiz. Pause the video if you need to.
Good morning. You've reached Pisa Construction Group. This is Daisy speaking. How can I help you?
Hello, this is Bob calling from Clear Eyeglass. I understand Juliet isn't available to speak to right now. Could I leave a message?
Sure. What message would you like to leave?
Can you let Juliet know that I have had to change the location for our 1 p.m. meeting tomorrow? It will now be at the Highland Hotel, located on Panther Street, number 26. We have a meeting room booked on the 22nd floor, the Highwell meeting room. Can you also let Juliet know that our Vice President of Operations, Dr. Jack Stevens, will be attending? Have you got that? Now here you might confirm the details back to check you took the message correctly. You could ask Bob for a contact phone number and his surname and make a note of the time and date the person called. You might ask Bob to spell out anything not clear, such as a street name. That's correct. It's Bob Stevens. My cell phone number is +44 921 34 621. Thanks for your help today. Goodbye. Let's briefly go over some of the pros and cons of formal and informal styles of communication in business, and what we might need to look out for when adopting these two different communication styles. Advantages of formal communication. Number one, clarity. Formal communication tends to be clear and precise, reducing the chances of misunderstandings. 2. Professionalism. It maintains a professional tone, which can be very important for some business relationships and corporate image. This can depend somewhat on the nature of the business. For example, a life insurance company may want to set a more formal communication style compared to, say, an entertainment company. Number 4, structure. Formal communication often follows protocols and structures, making it easier to navigate in a business environment. Number 5, respect. Formal communication shows respect for hierarchy and the customer relationship, which can be important in traditional corporate cultures. But there are some disadvantages of formal communication. Number 1 is rigidity. Formal communication can be rigid and inflexible at times, limiting creativity and spontaneity. Number 2, it can be time consuming. It may take more time to draft and review formal communications, delaying this decision-making process. Number 3, it can be impersonal. Formal communication can sometimes feel that it's lacking warmth and human connection. Number 4, barriers. It may create barriers between different levels of employees, inhibiting open dialogue and collaboration. Now, let's consider some advantages of informal communication. Number 1, flexibility. Informal communication is flexible and adaptable, allowing for quick exchanges of information. Number 2, rapport. It helps to build rapport and camaraderie among colleagues, fostering a positive work environment. Number 3, innovation. Informal communication encourages creativity and innovation as it provides a platform for free-flowing ideas. Number 4, accessibility. Informal communication can bridge hierarchical gaps, making it easier for employees to approach superiors with concerns or ideas. And some disadvantages of informal communication now. 1, misinterpretation. Informal communication can be prone to misinterpretation or miscommunication, leading to confusion. Number 2, lack of accountability. Without formal documentation, it can be challenging to hold individuals accountable for their actions or commitments. Number 3, rumours. Informal communication channels can sometimes fuel rumours or gossip, which can harm morale and productivity. Number 4, unprofessionalism. It may sometimes lead to unprofessional or inappropriate language, harming the company's reputation. Number 5, lack of structure. Informal communication lacks the structure of formal communication, which can lead to disorganisation in larger projects or teams. So, now for the quiz. To take part in the quiz, please click on the link in the description of this video to test your understanding of the calls you've heard today. We would very much appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel for more help with English learning. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a great day. Goodbye.